Tutorial showing you how to do monotone using the Walsworth program. I'll go over how to do it in Photo Effects, Picsart, and Photopea. So to start off with Photo Effects, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Photo Tray. We're going to grab our photo. So here's our original photo. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a photo effect. I'm going to right click on it and choose Photo Effects. Or I can go to Photo on the right hand side and go to Photo Effects. Now we're going to turn this into a grayscale. So we're going to go grayscale, hit add. Now I have this black and white photo. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close this little window and I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to go to copy and then I'm going to go paste in place. So I pasted the original color photo on top. What you're going to want to do next is now you're going to remove this photo. So I can go to Object on the right hand side and go to Remove Photo. Or same thing, I can right click, Remove Photo. Now with this gray box, I'm going to fill it with my desired color. So for this example, I'm going to do 511.2. There we go. I'm going to close this out. So now I have my desired color. I'm going to come over to Effects on the right hand side and I'm going to add a transparency. And I'm just going to go 50% for this example. And there we go. You can always do more or less, just depends. I feel like 50 is the closest in this option. So we're going to stick with 50. Now, Picsart. To do it in Picsart, you're going to go to Photo Tray. And right on the bottom right corner, there is details. You'll click on that. And then you'll go Edit Picsart. This will now launch the Picsart platform. From here, you're going to go under Effects. You're going to go to Colors. And then you're going to choose Colorize. So this will colorize the photo based off of a standard blue color right now. But to change that color, we're going to go to Adjust, Colors. And under Colors, this is where we can now adjust our hue to get to a closer color. So the color we're kind of using is like a greenish color. So I'm going to go maybe around here. May adjust the temperature a little. Let's go. That's too much. And then maybe I'll increase my saturations. So you can increase or decrease it, but if you decrease, you'll notice it starts getting closer to black and white, so you don't want to decrease too much. And if you're still not happy with this color, this is when you can get into the light adjustments and adjust from here. So I can increase my brightness, adjust my contrast, adjust shadows, and so you can start playing with everything else up here. So like if I wanted a softer look, because that's kind of how I had it in online design, increase my shadows, maybe increase my highlights a little. Let's bring down brightness just right there. So let's say I'm happy with this. This is the color I want, this is where I want to go. Next thing I'm going to do is hit Next. And then to refresh the photo and find it, I'm going to go to Photo Tray. I'm going to click on my album name again, Monotone, reselect it again, and now the new version's there, and drop that in. So there we go. Here's the new version. Here's the Photo Effects version. As you can tell, Photo Effects is a lot more dull, in my opinion. Colors definitely pop a lot more in Picsart. And so the last way to do it is Photopea. So for Photopea, we're going to drop in the original photo. From here, we can either right click, go to Edit Photo, or I can go to Photo, Edit Photo. So now we are launching Photopea. From here, you're going to go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and then I want you to select Gradient Map. So now with Gradient Map selected, it's a black and white photo. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to change the black and white. So we're going to click here. And the color that we want to change generally is going to be the white color. We want the white to be whatever our desired color is. So for this situation, I already know what my CMYK blend is. If you don't know it, you can use the color guide, and in our color guide, underneath the formula colors, there is the CMYK blend. So for my 511-2, it is 88, 11, 74, and what? And then key thing here is you have to hit OK. If I hit the X, it's not going to save. So again, let me accidentally add another one. Let's do that again. So 88, 11, 74, 1, and then hit OK. Whoops, I was not selected. Oh, I accidentally added a second one. So sometimes when you click on these, you may accidentally select create a new one. So like I did here, so I'm going to delete that one and just drag that one over. So now I just have my green. So here it is. As you can tell, this is a little darker. Like if I go back to Walsworth, these are a little softer. So to do that same effect, all I have to do is now change the blacks. So if I double click on the black, here I can now adjust this to more of a softer look. So if I go all the way to white, this will invert the colors, because what I'm essentially doing is picking a color for my blacks. So I can now move this color picker anywhere I want. So if I want more of that like original softer look, maybe I want like a light gray, or maybe even take a lighter green. You can also go darker, so if you like that more contrasty look, you can always stick to the black, but maybe I go with like a dark gray instead of a full black. So you can adjust this exactly how you want it. This is also, for extra bonus, how you do a duotone. So let's say I wanted this to be blue and green. I just change this side to be blue, and now I have a blue and green duotone. Or if I can do red and green. So in this situation, I want to keep it within that same shade of green. So I'm going to go back. That's why I hit the X just to default. And if it doesn't automatically default, just retype in those colors. So it brings back the original color palette. So there we go. And now I can readjust to where I want it. So let's say I'm happy with that kind of look. A little soft, not too contrasty. Hit OK. Hit OK. You have to make sure you hit OK here. If I don't, I hit this X, it'll lose everything again and you'll have to do it again. So hit OK and then go to File, Save, PNG, and then hit OK. This will say it's saving to Walsworth. Once it's done, it will close out of Photopea. If it does not, then just go to Online Design and double check that it's saved. So there we go. It placed it right in. Sometimes you may encounter an issue where you have weird lines or something. If that does come across, just click on Photo Effects, apply any random effect, and uncheck it off, and that will remove that weird lines or everything. So this one was fine. There really wasn't any issue with it, so I didn't have to do that, but that is a key thing to keep in mind. So this is how you can create a monotone in 3 different formats. Like I said, they all have a different style and look. These 2 are probably the ones where you can get the closest, and even here to here you can get. Like I said, the one downside with Picsart is you can't select a color, you kind of are guessing. So if you really want a true color and want to be able to customize it the most, Photopea is always going to be the better bet. But if you're in a crunch and just need to get by, Photo Effects does work well. As you can tell, it's pretty close. So if you have any questions or need any additional help, just let me know.